Hey, Apple. Hey, Apple. Hey, Apple. Apple. Hey, Apple. Hey, Apple. Hey, Apple. Hey, Apple. Hey, Apple. Sushi? That sounds kind of fishy.
Yeah.
Annoying.
No, I'm not. I'm an orange.
Well, you're...
Hey, orange. Why are you...
Knife. Huh? Ooh. Oh, I warned you. Ow. Well, that looks like it hurts. Tried to warn him.
That's it! Release the Kraken!
I've ever seen.
What? I'm not an orange.
You must be my big brother.
I'm not your brother.
Yeah, you are. I'm orange. You're orange. Hey, you're an orange.
Hey, you're an orange.
I'm an orange.
I'm an orange.
That's what I said.
That's what I said.
Dane Willard Boe, also known as Dane Boe, was born on September 28, 1979, at Itasca County, Minnesota, and was raised in Harwood, North Dakota, with his father, younger brother, and mother. At the age of 12, he recorded many videos on his parents' 8mm camera recorder. Yeah, this is pretty simple to say, but he had a lot of fun with that. He does mention that he remembers editing videos in his room for hours, But later on, most likely 4 to 7 years due to the age, I guess, he was a camera operator at many local television stations. His first ever movie was called Pugzilla, and it was after their dog, Pugsley. I guess it would be, like, since we don't have any video evidence of this, I guess it would be a Godzilla clone, except with a dog. He graduated West Fargo High School in 1997. Not to be long here, but he studied filmmaking at Minnesota State University, Moorhead. Throughout the years of 1998, he met a very special person named Spencer Grove, which was an undergraduate. Even his professor considered Dane a tremendously friendly and genuine and easygoing guy. In 2004, he moved to Los Angeles due to Spencer's recommendation.
Surprise, they become both producers of an MTV show.
The show was called Pimp My Ride, which was a show about young adults in cars. Yeah, I don't understand it, but they were production assistants. On Valentine's Day of 2005, Dane Boe started the company Gag Films in January 2006. This means that he doesn't have to follow any rules or anything. Now, his first ever video is the Yanny Show. Oh god. Now, not to explain too much, this is very fucking twisted. Now, it's based off of this rock star named Yanny, and it has this 80s feel. Of course, there is some messed up thing about it, which I do not want to talk about. It's pretty graphic. But hey, at least we got in the feature of green screen and graphics. Because, first of all, this was a rare opportunity for YouTubers. And, you know, this was basically impossible way back in 2005 without high production equipment. But here's one question. Is something going on deeper here? I was actually alive when the short Screaming Eggs was released. Now, this was one of his first popular videos. Actually, it's the second most highest viewed video on his channel. So, yeah. But, of course, let me make a word up for you guys. Mouthies. Now, this is when you usually put a face on an inanimate object. And it's a real life face. There was this one show which did it, and it was very lazy at it. That's how they did their animation, I guess. And it's usually commonly joked about, like, actors. But let's just say that when somebody puts a moving face on the inanimate object, it kind of gives them personality. Now, yeah, Screaming Eggs is pretty boring, but of course, after that, he hopped on a fucking trend wagon. Now, one of them is about trees, and it's called
Video name is potentially inappropriate with acts which cannot be mentioned.
or That's illegal.
Crazy US laws!
So most likely you haven't seen most of his less popular videos. So I'm gonna show you a little highlight section, of course, while I read this newspaper.
Fuck you.
Oh yeah! Can I ask you a question?
Alright, 2 scoops coming up.
Now that was excellent. You know what his highest grossing videos are? Of course, it's those goddamn food mouthies. Dane Boe's last video before the second era begins was Sonic vs. Pac-Man. It uses Sonic 1 sprites while it uses the arcade port of Pac-Man, the original one, and sprites. And it's just a little sprite animation. On October 9th, 2009, YouTube had changed forever, with a simple upload called The Annoying Orange. The description said, an orange annoys the hell out of his friend, Apple. Now, as Dane Boe mentioned, Apple kinda sounds similar to asshole, and that's how he got the idea. Well, other than them literally being an apple, so the video is pretty decent. But first of all, you gotta have understanding of the literal video. So may I introduce you to something simple called the orange trope? See, now, this is a trope which I made up by myself. Now, I didn't invent it. Like I said, Dane Boe invented it. But, of course, this video would originally start off with Orange getting introduced to a new character. Orange annoys the hell out of that character. Something twisted happens where one of the characters gets seriously injured. For example, I'll show it to you.
Knife! Huh? Ooh! Oh, I warned you! Ow!
Now, this would have the last words ending. Now, this sometimes happens and sometimes doesn't. Hello, Jack here, post-editor's note. I tried to claim that I made this somehow, most likely because I didn't know what I was saying, but simply the script kind of ran out, and of course the post-words ending actually means that, hey, you know, how about we reflect on the video, what's going on? Especially with this, where it's like, hey Pear, did you see what happened? And he's like, don't get me involved, bro. So basically, it's just a reflection. Very few videos do break off from the orange trope, which are relating to the annoying orange YouTube videos. Like, for example, video number 4, Sandy Claus. And the whole joke is that Orange annoys the hell out of Santa Claus, of course. Literally the same thing happened like last time, except guess what? Guess what happens? Well, it seems that Santa does not get killed. Pretty epic, eh? Now, usually I could just summarize this, but the orange trope is, get this, a simplistic, dark twist. Jack here for the 1000th time in the future recording this one thing. But simply, what I meant in dark twist is plot twist, with a little dark humor in it. See, if you don't know what a plot twist is, it's basically subverting the person's expectations in a way, or maybe even giving an unexpected expectation. Basically, Annoying Orange does this with stuff like Knife, which ends the video usually, with one more thing added, which is the final words ending, you know what I'm saying. Yada yada yada, ta-da. To simplify is that every character does not have to get killed, because it's actually pretty cool. So first of all, there is the death method, where they do die, which first of all is usually common with the knife, or the blender, or whatever kitchen utensils they have. Believe me, kitchen utensils are the most common of all these deaths. But then you got stuff like Squash, which is a full-on character which has been removed. Well, anyways, there is also the half and half method, which we should definitely mention. See, the half and half method is usually when a character does not fully die, but does get punished in some way. For example, Tomato in Tomato, which of course is the first form of this, which is when they totally form into another thing, like how the tomato turns into ketchup. I think that's interesting. But then you got Plumpkin, which is the second example, which, get this, does get a serious injury, but there is no actual change except for his back. Although, in a very cheesy episode, the first form actually can lead into the last words ending, like all of these. Although the first episode did reflect on this reflects on his new form, a pizza, or the cheese's new form. Also, there might be a couple additions in this orange trope, but I'm unsure. I think they'll even simplify it more. I bet it has like TNT involved, but we'll mention that explosive garbage later. After 8 episodes of the original Annoying Orange series on Dane Boe's channel, he separated, making a new channel for the Annoying Orange. So after he re-uploaded all 8, he made a bunch of new videos and expanded on the Annoying Orange character. First thing is that there's guest stars now, which is honestly the coolest thing, because, you know, it's pretty clever doing that, because first of all, you'll get recognition, and also they'll get recognition. It's a win-win. You also got new characters like Grapefruit, Passionfruit, which are the guest stars. We also got new experimental things like Annoying Orange Saw, which was definitely a miss, in my opinion. They were interesting in their later episodes. Hell, they kind of made new things which were common staples. Like I said, new characters, new quotes, and literally everything else. It's pretty short, but hey, expanding on that, the Onion Ring tape. But what I mean is its sequel video, which is just called The Onion Ring. It's honestly confusing, but the Annoying Orange tape was very experimental, trying to be a creepy film, and was supposed to be similar to The Ring. Except instead of The Ring, instead of like death and stuff, they would honestly turn into food. Funniest part is that Annoying Orange literally jumps out of the TV. And yeah, that's basically it. So to reflect on this, society praised this man for making such original and mind-blowing content. But also, amazing effort, amazing work, and not out of the normal. It honestly sheds a tear in my eye. It's beautiful. Hey you. Yeah, you. Have you considered subscribing yet? Now, this might sound like a ridiculous question, but we can be honest here. And, of course, one thing won't change. Annoying Orange will be in your bed tonight, and he does have a fucking knife to skin you alive and harvest your organs. Why not? So, you're not interested, eh? Here's some, little bribes. So, if we reach 1,000 subscribers, the magical 2 videos will get released shortly after that. Jack, what are the magic 2 videos? Okay, I'm not gonna reveal them. I'll reveal the weaker one, which is my favorite YouTubers, which sincerely need a shout out. Now, yes, I am a person with, like, what, right now, 600 subscribers? You know what that means? We're 400 away, which is honestly surprising because I thought I would go nowhere in this platform. But here's something amazing. I'm gonna do a subscriber speedrun challenge. So without further ado, if you want to subscribe, then do. If you don't, well, watch the rest of the video and decide. And just a little warning, I did separate the parts if you have not seen the description yet, or skipped. So, there are technically parts inside of these parts, it's weird. So we got part 3A and part 3B. Now part 3A will be acknowledging the show, which, by the way, you can skip that if you like. It has a lot of my personal opinions on the episodes since I'm reviewing them, and yeah. But then there's also going to be the channel part, which most likely, if you want to see the channel, how it's evolving and stuff, or devolving, who knows, you know, you could go to that part. Have you ever heard of Cartoon Network? Well, it's a channel mainly based off of animation. And of course, they kind of fallen in the mid to late 2000s. Mainly because all their shows were canceled. So they picked up stuff like Mad, and then they had Annoying Orange. Which is funny because I felt like this was due to a relevancy trick. See, I felt like they wanted to follow off of their big brother, Nickelodeon, because they hired a relevant role model as well, Lucas Crookshank, which made the Fred series. See, here, how would I make you an example of what Fred sounded like?
Basically, he was a sped-up voice, just pitched up to basically sound like a small, tiny person with a lung capacity of 2 inches.
Alright, let's just say that Cartoon Network picked it up in 2011. They were amazed at this, and, you know, this show, The High Fructose Adventures of Annoying Orange, existed, and was produced for 3 whole years, and for 2 seasons. For about a 60 episode length, actually. On May 28th, a preview of the entire series was made. Preview was very hyped on Cartoon Network, even having a timer, which actually laughed, and, I thought that was a pretty cool addition for Cartoon Network, since they never did something like this. By the way, there's no evidence online talking about the preview or what episode it was. Now, from my vacant memory, I thought it was Veggie Zombies, but I could definitely be wrong. I did say in the script that Marshmallow and Midget Apple were introduced in this era, or in the show. But I don't think that. I think they were introduced around the production of the show, like early 2012, like not even in June, when the show actually released. But it's pretty interesting because the first episode actually centers around Marshmallow, and this would actually make sense for a new character. So one of the main settings is called Dane Boe's. Of course, this is obviously a reference to the creator, and is where most stories take place, mainly because, food and stuff, and that's basically it. But it's very cool because unlike a kitchen countertop, they can basically travel anywhere. But then you got part B of the story, the fruit cart, which of course is this transportation device. I don't know, it could be an airplane, it could be a drill to the center of the earth, or maybe even it could be, I don't know, another plane? Whoa. But yeah, it's very amazing and very surprising that they use this device because, I think that's a very clever tactic to introduce things, I guess. I don't know how to really explain it. And technically there would be this friend, I guess, called Nerville, and he would be a side character, a side dish to your main entree. Basically, he was voiced by Toby Turner, also known famously for Tobuscus. So mainly since I'm not watching 1,000 videos, I don't know where the date when Marshmallow and Midget Apple appeared. But most likely they were, canonically introduced during the production of the show. Mainly because Marshmallow's first ever episode is the first episode. And also, guess what? Midget Apple and both Marshmallow are highlights in Dane Boe's life, I guess. Because Marshmallow has a YouTube channel, and Dane Boe Apple PFP, usually for star appearances, has a Midget Apple icon, which would make sense because this is the only show that he produced, surprisingly. Well, anyways, how about we review? So first of all, I gotta explain something, which is that I'm not going to go in depth, mainly because I want you guys to watch the show. Yeah, of course you get to feel my pain, but you also get to feel my joy in this entire show. Who knows, it could be your newest favorite animated show. Alright, now back to the review. Alright, sorry if this is a little late. I think this is the final thing that I have to record, thank God. But yeah, I'm gonna summarize the show's episodes into 2 sentences each, and then get an out-of-context scene so you understand the gist of it. Marshmallow is a Star Trek parody for like the first minute, and then it's based off of Marshmallow, with very few references of Star Trek. It's pretty decent though.
A long time ago, the main ingredient in s'mores was rock candy!
Captain Blood Orange is about boats and I guess rich people and pirates? Somehow the Amish show up and help. Somehow it's good.
Let's kill them all and burn their huts! Yay!
Good heavens! Even we wouldn't have done that to you.
It's fun to be dark sometimes!
Veggie Zombies is a parody to apocalypse films, and does it thankfully very, very good. Orange does not laugh in this episode, which turns out to be the answer. It's decent.
I hate vegetables!
Founding Fruits is just America during the 1700s with the Revolutionary War and stuff. It's an interesting idea, but it's very boring.
What's that smell? Oh, sweet mother of fruit! It's me!
Fruit Avengers is basically the Superpowers episode, and Grapefruit's a dick. Also, decent idea, but it really didn't use some potential. Dr. Strangeplum is a mystery with PNGs of thunder. Also, shut the fuck up, Marshmallow. I will literally get you out, you fucking monstrosity. It's boring. Bad News Pairs is just fucking bowling. The joke is, it's one of those sports movies where You know, they're bad, but when they practice, they're better than anyone else. It was a mixed episode for me. Problem, I can't find a scene so interesting enough to put it out of context. Sorry. Fruit Plane is just airplane. It's extremely boring and kind of sad. Thankfully, we have a guest, Mr. Juicy Fun.
Where's the fruit, son?
They flew away?
You forgot the fruit! What is the matter with you?
The Lords of Fruit Bush is basically just a washed out New York, which I hate. Follow the Bouncing Orange, the one episode where the Mr. Enter. Orange was forced to leave his home to be in a tennis court and be king. Pretty bland.
That chihuahua chased me all the way here, but I finally got away.
Escape from the Planet of the Apes, I mean grapes. It's basically a war upon grapes. Two types of grapes, and one of them wants to die, one of them doesn't. Seriously, it's about French grapes and, I guess, American grapes. It's decent.
More jelly!
That's good.
Fruitastic Boy Orange is about being inside Nerville. It's been done to death and feels bland. Fruit Loose, which is exactly Footloose, but I'll explain it to you, because you've never watched it most likely. To put it simply, there's a ban on dancing, and Pear has to dance to unban it. And also How to Basic says that Toby is so yolky. Don't you fucking dare give me the idea. Since this idea of making a Footloose parody has never been done before, as I've seen, because this is like the only one which I've seen which does it, I'm just gonna say it's meh.
Come on. Don't you think you guys are being a little emo?
Emo? I'll never go emo.
The Day the Store Stood Still is very weird. It's also one of my least favorite episodes. Basically, the Earth is to a stop because of an Earth hamster stopped running on a wheel to play games, so they drill down, see a goat-human hybrid. We see Nerville react to a game that Orange and this hamster are fighting. What the fuck?
Nope. Nope. Boned. I just said boned.
Orange Belt is basically when Orange tries to defend himself by learning the martial arts, and he discovers that grapefruit was also taught by this carrot, and so they go into a competition, and Pear has been previously taught, so he has to fight grapefruit and orange. He has to split them up. He wins. That's the whole episode. I don't understand it.
Go talk to her! Yeah! You can act like...
Popstar is basically Orange and the group becoming rock. Wait a minute. This isn't a fucking pop, it's rock! Those are two different genres! Basically, it introduces our final guest, Popcorn, which basically gets treated unfairly by an agent and beats his ass at the end. Although it may be overused, it's still partially decent. Oh wait. Did I tell you Popcorn is voiced by Catfucker himself?
Oh, my face! It's melting off!
The channel still produced content every Friday, even though they were also running a TV show, with 30 episodes each. So it was basically similar to making a music album, and then having a concert in the middle of it. So you have to delay some type of content or you'll get burned out. But this introduced a lot of new things. The Fruits Versus series was introduced, especially with stuff like Angry Birds and Plants vs. Zombies and all that. But it also introduced Annoying Orange music videos and fan animation series, which were honestly pretty cool, which experimented with animation in different styles, like something like Lego stop motion or plain classic 2D animation, which still looks scary. You know, just to fill up time. Even Weird Al... No. Weird Al, why did you do this? You know this is a trend. Stop all you can, dude. Stop, don't do it. Fucking don't do it, man. Stop! Of course, previously, in 2014, Annoying Orange had its series canceled, the High Fructose Adventures of Annoying Orange. That was optional to skip, so I don't want you to complain. During the time of Season 2, there was The Misfortune of Being Ned. It was about an unlucky stick figure named Ned, and it was canceled after, quote, 2 seasons. Isn't that funny? Now, due to Cartoon Network striking a deal with Hulu, the High Fructose Adventures of Annoying Orange, with its 2 seasons, was released on Hulu. And the funniest thing about it is that they advertised this in a way where they uploaded episodes from the show to the Annoying Orange YouTube channel. Yeah, that's kind of surprising. We also got into the Marshmallow Show. Why not watch it?
Yahoo!
You can be more excited than that, Joe!
Make it stop, make it stop, make it stop! Oh wait, let me tell you something. Ice Bucket Challenge. Around the 2014 year, they made Shocktober. It's a trend that they do every year, or an event, quote unquote. It's basically kind of like how about we section all the creepy stuff? It's very interesting. They also had Trailer Trash, which, of course, I don't even know anymore. And of course these kill compilations, which get formed into the quote-unquote supercut. Except this is a yearly tradition for Annoying Orange. It's very interesting. They even made another reference to their first video. That's neat, but I gotta explain something. It was not improving at all. See, around this era I quit because it was getting boring. Now, why the Annoying Orange was getting boring was because Orange, and his Ask Orange show. Yeah, this is gonna get very interesting. But if you don't remember from one video uploaded once, most likely as a joke, some person might have mentioned a comment about farting, aka the quote, "Do you fart?" See, flatulence jokes are sometimes funny, but sometimes they can be, degrading to the intellectual side of us. And I'm not saying that I'm smart or anything, hell no. But Orange is tending to be more willing to his audience so he can get more views or view time. So instead of like, hey Apple, what knife, which of course seems boring on premise, why don't we add a lot of jokes where kids could understand it? And that's the whole problem. It's mainly because of this. They also did Dynamite, which of course was another huge problem because this gets bland and it's supposed to be for visuals. But what I like more is this, not this. So simply, the fall of this era is soon to arise, mainly due to overused jokes, and jokes which are relatable to everyone, although they're not funny. Annoying Orange Gaming was also founded in this era, which, of course, late 2013 to early 2014 technically counts. But if you don't know, this used to be Midget Apple Gaming, and it used to feature characters like Orange and stuff. But, of course, the gaming videos were getting quite messy with the channel, the actual channel, by the way, which complicates this even more, because this has double than the channel itself. Yes, you heard me. Annoying Orange has half of the videos that Annoying Orange Gaming has, and it's most likely due to ding ding ding. Yes, it is because it has like daily content, or even shorter sometimes. Annoying Orange, I question life. Let's just say that this channel, I'm not gonna really go brief into like the history of it or anything. It just introduced a character, Gamer Grape, and basically that's it. It's just gaming related content. We don't have to talk about the rise and fall of this, unless if this video gets 2,000 likes. Other than that, what else? To be honest, I don't know what is else, because it's just gaming. It's literally boring gaming videos, and as I know of, as Jack's normal channel, I really don't want this content to be bland, talking about how gaming videos affected the channel and all that. So 2K likes, and then I'll do it with the side channels. Now, how about we take a look at Sailor Spoon? Oh. Oh god, I can't fucking believe it. Are we truly there? Orange seems to be off. And as an off, I mean not like him at all. See, as you might know, I mentioned that the Annoying Orange show, the High Fructose Adventures of Annoying Orange, kind of flanderized him to be more relatable. Mainly because his character was only clever during 4-minute short videos. Now, of course, that was the problem though, flanderizing him. And yeah, it's just weird to explain. So I'll find myself doing this in part 6. But also, instead of actual jokes, he's relating to a child-friendly audience. It's just turning less enjoyable, you know? But thankfully we'll talk about that later though, when we have to go face to face with it. Well, anyways, they introduced a fact series, which was based on, well, Dane Boe's illegal laws somehow. Most likely because they both relate to obscure and interesting facts. But okay, literally okay. Now, as I know of, the Annoying Orange does charitable work that's very interesting and very happy. I'm very proud in them, they're handling it very well. Now, let's just look at this next video. Oh dear god. Is that the video? No, it can't be. It's the motherfucking Donald Trump video. Now, as you might know, yeah, I can't really get political here because mainly this is a YouTube channel which allows everyone, and my personal beliefs are different to somebody else's personal beliefs, yada yada yada. Simply be honest here, I feel like this kind of messes up both sides, kind of. Like, they both put a negative spotlight on each other, but also a positive spotlight, and it's very confusing. Like, I don't care about personal beliefs and shit, alright? But Annoying Orange shouldn't get political, and that's a huge problem about the episode. Other than that, it's just mainly annoying jokes. So that sucks. First of all, this would get into my political opinion about Trump and everything else, but how about we just say that it's just boring jokes about politics from 2016 during a revolutionary time on the internet. They also introduced a how-to series, which is basically a washed out how-to basic. They even revealed Marshmallow's gender in this year. My guess is that he's a boy, mainly because he says and also they mentioned that he's a he all the time, so most likely Marshmallow's a male. But other than that, we have two types of videos which were also introduced. Parody videos and supercut videos. See, parody videos are, well, parodies of movies, especially their trailers and their whole premise. But supercut is just literally a compilation, and if I say that's boring, that is boring. And now they had the Adventures of Buttman. Oh shit, now we have to talk about it. See, during the time of the adpocalypse, people were kid-friendly. Mainly because if they cussed even once, their whole channel's revenue would have been gone. And I think this is due to a huge controversy with, YouTube's main star and main lead, PewDiePie. And this was a huge joke in the YouTube community and all that. But it actually kind of caused a huge panic between YouTube because this is one of their most successful platforms, or one of their most successful entertainers. So having that being said, Annoying Orange discovered something. After becoming more kid-friendly, they basically started to appeal to kids. But that must mean after the apocalypse is over, maybe it could be normal. No! There was an ASMR video and a reaction video, which seems slightly interesting, but I did not care enough to watch it. But have you seen what's going on? They're hopping onto trends like it's fucking burning wildfires in a forest. 1,000-degree knife, ASMR, even the gluteus maximus. Alright, I think that's enough. Hey guys, you remember that one channel named Poppy, right? If you don't know what Poppy is, I don't blame you. Poppy is a YouTube channel which was made years ago. This robotic girl which thinks that they're still a girl and that they're a star, quote unquote. And it was basically this whole experiment by another YouTuber. It was actually kind of cool. Well, fuck. They made a parody. How about we actually react to it, shall we?
How's it looking, Doc?
Hey everyone, Jack from Jack's Normal Channel here, live, quote unquote. I'm actually doing a reaction. And I'm gonna point out the problem with modern annoying orange right here. So as you can see here, their comedy has been expressed with, you know, common tropes.
I've never seen a tongue sprayed this severe before.
So one of the things which got me really annoyed is,
no talking,
yeah, this bootleg banana. It's based off of the little guy from, you know, High Fructose Adventures. I don't know if it's because of a copyright problem or anything, but he's a common character now. And one of the things is that they yell really loud. Oh, seriously, they're yelling right now.
Hey, I'm Poppy Seed.
And now we have the problem, the hugest problem of the episode, which is relevancy. See, it looks like they only watched like 1 minute of a video. Like 1 minute of the entire video of Poppy. Which I think they're like 4 minutes or like an hour long back in this time.
I am a seed.
But the hugest problem about this episode is just because they're trying to be relevant. And, you know, they can't be timeless with relevancy. Remember that food is something that we can all express. I mean, it will be in our humanity. It will be forced throughout humanity, which might sound ridiculous. So it's supposed to be a quote-unquote scary video, mainly because it's just a weird character. But the whole joke is that it says, hey, I'm Seed. Maybe they could have gone a little more clever with this. A part of the animation is really good.
Seeds are planted
and
in the
I
ground.
do like the little dedication where there's orange juice on the paper. But the hugest problem about this is what I'm trying to explain is that they really didn't get their ideas. See, you can make a relevant trend into a timeless classic.
And it's brilliant! You know
and
how you fight
here's
fire with
how.
fire? Well, Orange is suggesting we fight seeds.
You gotta
with seeds.
expand your mind. You gotta think outside of the box. So maybe throughout the second half, maybe the Poppy Seed could turn into a robot, because that's literally what Poppy is all about. About a youthful person, like a youthful mind, as I would say, not a person which is young. And the whole idea about that is that they could have done something like turn into a robot or turn into an android or whatever. Stock sound fun.
Jiminy Christmas, we're doomed!
But the hugest thing about this is the reaction towards my thing. Now, of course, I clearly feel bland about this episode. Mainly because it just doesn't have anything interesting. I don't complain because it doesn't make me morally hate the series. It's just...
Yes, I may grow into a plant because I am a seed.
And then the ending is just much more worse. It just ends right there. They just like shove it down. She turns into a plant.
Hi, I'm Poppy.
So, how do I explain this? Oh god. Nursery rhymes. Gaming videos. What the fuck? Now, as I could explain, I didn't even know AO Kids existed. Neither am I going there. If this video gets 2,000 likes, then I'll do it. That's a very specific goal, but I don't care. But the hugest problem about this is the trend. It's the trend itself. Why don't you understand it? The trend is very boring and just sad. Like, no one really wants to see a trend unless if it's the trend itself. Kind of like, you know, if there's a video parodying about Joker, the whole movie. But like, instead of the whole movie, It's just Murray, and he's a Joker somehow. And, you know, the joke is about his makeup. That's what they basically did. They didn't research a little. They didn't make humor around the series. They didn't take advantage of their ideas. And that's my reaction towards it. Now, yes, as you saw from that recording, or the live reaction, I mean, yeah, I really didn't like it. Mainly because I just didn't even feel anything. Mainly because it felt so dated. There can still be a time to save it, but I don't know if we're past that or not. Well, anyways, yeah, fuck, they are being more relevant. No! Well, what about fidget spinner of doom? Wait, fuck! Or emoji rap. Why in the hell is there so much relevancy in these new videos? They're going to be so dated. Actually, some of them are dated. I would never want to see a channel get dated. Never in my life. And this is the sad truth, that they're actually doing it. They're becoming dated. It's just ridiculous. Alright, how about a storytime video from Annoying Orange? Also, they were so lazy that they compiled videos into supercuts, which I literally said that they were going to run out of ideas. So, it's not my fault for predicting something, which of course already happened. It's just terrible. Boring, it's bland, it just sucks. It's just nothing like the almighty 16-hour supercut as well. They're compiled into 10-minute videos for the, you know, monetization. So to simply say, this era was based off relevant trends, shitty compilations, and well, that's it. But do note that the Angry Birds supercut, where Orange has stretched out eyes. Now, of course, as I remember, yes, this was only used for like a couple scenes in the Hyper-Cause Adventures of Annoying Orange, but that's it. And literally these thumbnails can actually kind of prove something. Stretching out the eyes can make it more interesting, especially when they looked shocked, quote unquote. The more shock and the more child-friendly it looks, children are gonna be clicking on that. Like, I call these thumbnails way too expressive thumbnails. They're gonna turn more common and common. So thank the old thumbnails which used to exist. This is mainly shown in the 2017 Kills compilation with the arched out eyes, which is actually common because it's like the easiest thing that you can do using Photoshop. By the way, did you know that there was fucking re-uploads of older Dane Boe videos trying to get more popular? Yeah, this is not like adult content though, like his Kool-Aid Killer or anything else. No. It was only stuff like Marshmallow Murder and Eggs, which by the way have unique styles and should have not been re-uploaded. But of course this is by a creator which mainly just created the show, so. But as we can see, everything gets more child-friendly, like Ask SpongeBob Orange Pants, or the Talk Backwards Challenge. What's funny is that I think there's some decent episodes there, and that's called Grapefruit Art Critic. Yes, this one is kind of bland, and kind of shameful. See, of course making a unique series on grapefruit is pretty good, and pretty base to be honest. Of course after watching it, I kind of feel bland about it, because it's just terrible jokes. Terrible. Now, I do like the joke, the common joke, of grapefruit not appearing in these pictures, so he rates them like only 3 out of 10 or something. It's an interesting gimmick, for sure, but, you know, that would die. Oh, wait, no, I mean, he rates everything a 4.5 grapefruits. Yeah, we're not gonna see something as good as this, sadly. We never see it. Again, it's just sad. Oh, fuck, it's a try not to laugh challenge. Just get this shit away from me. There's also the Orange Approved series. So it's basically, you know the joke about Krusty approving objects? Little objects, which are very dangerous to children? That's the whole joke with this. Hello, yeah, I have a Discord server. Surprise. Now, of course, for an explanation of the previous one, there was a bunch of problems with it, especially with verification, but thankfully to Discord's new features, yeah, everything's safe, everything's fine, yada yada yada. Basically, if you like my content, you should join. And if you don't want to join yet, well, I've got a few things to tell you. First of all, we got a couple popular people in there. We got my friends in there, and the third thing, I'm in there. That's pretty epic, isn't it? But there's a couple more things that I wanted to talk about. There's gonna be things where you guys are gonna get involved. Who knows? We might stream, we might make a video on it. Isn't that gonna be pretty cool? If you want to join my Discord, it is in the link down below. Don't worry, you don't have like a limited time, it's permanent. See you later, guys. Back to the video. Oh god, now this is painful. This part starts in August 27th of 2018, with the Kylie Jenner Lips Challenge. See, the joke is that her lips are huge, mainly because she's a fashion model and most likely she has plastic surgery. I don't know because I have not checked on Kylie Jenner for all of my life, but okay, let me simply explain it. So the Kylie Jenner Lips Challenge is simply you with a shot glass, and basically the shot glass would go into your lips, causing suction, meaning that circulation will go up into your lips, causing your lips to swell. Now, of course, alright, don't contact me for a lesson ever again. The next video was a baldy video, and then the videos after that was another baldy video. That sounds boring. They're just trying to hop now. Strainer Things, Scare Pear Challenge, Fidget Spinner at motherfucking 3 a.m. challenge, re-uploading, compiling, challenging, death. Dear God, I think not even the internet can handle this. Oh shit. Where am I? Oh my gosh. I should have took the warning. Alright, to simply explain, if you don't know, we are in orange space. Now, yes, it doesn't seem orange, but as you can see here, there's a clock referencing time, and I'm technically energy, and, well, I guess this microphone here, or camera, I don't know what the hell this is. It's just orange. It's just an orange. I guess I have to be talking to an orange now, mainly because orange has teared the whole universe apart to only be stable with a few things in hand, so the universe doesn't completely shatter on itself, where no matter exists. Mainly, I think orange is God now, as I heard from the warning, but yeah, since nobody has done this, yeah, I guess we should continue on. But I've got a solution, maybe. I think we can fix this by reading the script. The channel just becomes more childish, and they even jump the shark for videos, even at a point to mislead most of the audience. Now, like I said, there are so many fucking challenge videos, and these are the most common videos now. Sadly, these will get more and more common. They made a pun series, which may sound like a good idea, but hell no. Annoying Orange is like a bird. He spits regurgitated food into his young ones. Creepypasta, oh hell no, you are not messing with a golden relic of internet history. Marshall farts, more like Marshall fuck off. Oh god, we are here. Annoying Orange live action. This is actually a really decent video, but it's not really. See, of course this was a joke to the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, which of course looked like utter and complete shit at one point. Well, until Tyson Hess, fixed it up. Okay, I better mention Orange only. This is actually, terrifying animation, but it's just the first video again, and that's the hugest problem. They keep repeating the first Annoying Orange video all over again. But it's just, this is the 10th anniversary. Instead of doing something like, a 30-minute special or, something to really spend their money on, they just make this shitty video. Well, anyways, back to the other videos. Not Barfception. See, if you don't know what Barfception is, it's one of the most common spook shocktober videos now. And it's basically off of vomit. Except this vomit is fish. They throw up fish. and creepy monsters. That is one of the stupidest ideas that I've ever heard. AnnoyingOrange.exe, buttery butterfly asses, hydraulic press challenge. I fucking cannot anymore. Oh my god. Bluebird had a bunch of stress because the only way to really be popular on the internet is to hop on. Oh my god. I changed Bluebird forever. Why did I did that forsaken Angry Birds iceberg video? I'm gonna be honest here. I hate working on this. I hate talking about Annoying Orange. I hate hopping on trends. I hate seeing trends. It's just so annoying. I don't want to work on this anymore. Orange, you have forsaken the internet because you're a laughingstock now without even knowing that you are. You're trying to appeal to kids, which was the huge problem about the internet. You should feel ashamed of yourself, Orange. You should feel ashamed. The Annoying Orange is literally the embodiment of literal comedy. It's the embodiment of humor. It's fine at first. It's fine at first. But then, after that, it's not okay anymore. It gets bland. It gets boring. As of 7 months ago, was the true embodiment of Annoying Orange's death. Annoying Orange is Among Us. This is truly the reincarnation of pain. Now, as you might know, I've been hearing about Among Us for the 50 fucking millionth time. Among Us sussy! Ooh, you're so sussy, Baka. Stop posting about Among Us. I'm literally dying here. I'm dying. My head is about to, goddamn, explode because of fucking Among Us. Among Us. Among Us. It's so visible now. The comedy used to be timeless, but after a bunch of interference and change and nothing else could happen, they had to go down this path. Children are truly ruining Annoying Orange. And Annoying Orange is ruining children. See, the classic videos are the most notable, mainly because their humor, their quality, and everything about their time. See, way back in the 2010s, this was very hard to do. Extremely hard. And it was extremely amazing to do this. To record your face on a piece of fruit. Although Annoying Orange may not be the most popular video on the platform, it had gotten its golden awards. It has gotten its many appreciated values. But as time slipped on, they really couldn't do anything about this anymore. Hell, I could basically make Annoying Orange the first one using my phone if I worked hard enough. What's funny about it is that this golden era fell apart. And sadly, Dane Boe slipped too. Annoying Orange, the channel, slipped. See, let's compare Annoying Orange to something like a Civilization. Back then, it was grand, it was ultimate, it was strong. But now, the Civilization is destroyed, ruined, and will all have these backstabs behind its secrets. All these controversies, all these terrifying things. They tried to cash in for nostalgia, but they failed. There is no way of coming back if you can't cash in on your own nostalgia. If you can't go back to your classic motif. It's sad. Annoying Orange is a laughingstock. While it's trying to be relevant to children, it's trying to cash in on nostalgia. And this separates Annoying Orange for me. The Juice was, a series which existed and was revived this year. Like I said, they're cashing in on nostalgia. But when you got, Orange, do you fart comments all the time? Well, it will get boring. Oh man, Bluebird. We're almost there, man. We just gotta keep holding on. One of the last videos before announcing something huge was Annoying Orange versus Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is basically PNGs of Marvel characters in a rig-like form. And it's just many unfunny jokes for 16 minutes long. But then, the Annoying Orange Twitter had reviewed a huge secret. They were remaking their first video in 4K. Yeah, 4K. Now, don't get me wrong. 4K videos are my forte, and I love them. And I'm happy that they did this. And, you know, it actually looks nice, even though it's the first video. Now here's the problem. They sold the video as a fucking NFT. NFTs, short for non-fungible tokens, is usually some type of media which cannot be replaced. For example, something like a video or a tweet, you know, all that. And it's basically unexchangeable, meaning that it's one of a kind. For example, like you owning the Mona Lisa, or you owning Starry Night. I can only think of paintings because they're once in a lifetime. But the problem about this is that NFTs waste 35 kilowatts. Yes, exactly. Which is the same as powering a refrigerator for a month. Holy fuck. Man, that's a lot. That really harms the environment, you know. But you know what's funny, though? The protagonist is a damn piece of fruit. And since this is Twitter we're talking about, since they posted it on twitter.com, they were getting very controversial about this. They wanted to commit homicide to this fruit. Which is funny because fruit is a part of nature. They were disappointed in Orange. They were disappointed in Dane Boe. And what's even funnier is that this entire situation broke out where Dane Boe and the annoying Orange account defended on how NFTs are actually good, even though this company does not use them well. This is just crazy. From the quotes from how Dane Boe was a nice man, from actual images proving his kindness, to showing the kindness, he's been a total shill now. So he deleted most of the thread, except with one image, which is Orange looking at you with a mild distaste. Most likely, if you want to learn more about this situation, I would recommend to watch DaftPina's 48-minute video about annoying Orange NFT disaster. It will be linked in the description down below. Now, of course, as I would say, yeah, this mild distaste, this should be a lesson. Never shill out on the internet. Never market your product on the internet. Never do any of this on the internet. Never jump the shark. Never do anything don't do stuff which annoys people. You know that will actually get you harassed like hell on the internet. And maybe even doxxed. But the funniest part about it is Annoying Orange kept us a lesson. They uploaded the video, which means that, yeah, that whole NFT deal had failed. Maybe they've learned their lesson. Maybe not. Because they're now reviewing stuff like Friday Night Funkin'. Yes, we're getting as relevant as that video, which, by the way, is like maybe a week ago, so nothing huge. But introducing new characters is annoying, like Baby Annoying Orange, or Annoying Orange's sister, or literally anything. Because I feel like they're gonna do an Annoying Orange doing whatever challenge. Even something on, like, one of the most relevant challenges today on TikTok. They're gonna do that sometime. And sadly, they haven't changed, which might be not a huge problem, but it is for me. You know, Annoying Orange will fall down all the way into the ground at one point. I think Dane Boe is a very talented person. Don't get me wrong here. Not at all is he bad. I don't think he has bad intentions in life. But the huge problem is that Dane Boe has dug in a hole pretty deep. A hole which tells us that Annoying Orange is dead. Although they're trying to be clever with their things now, like, for example, the Fruit Your Own Adventure, which is actually pretty clever, and, you know, just everything else. Some are just sad. So, of course, I have a way to improve this. Orange is a great character, but Orange might be telling us a warning. Never go down to a path where you have to dig your own grave. Mainly because I want Annoying Orange to be back from the era of when it was good. No explosions, no bad jokes, no trend hopping. Instead, just move with the flow. And no more content meant for, you know, literal fucking babies. YouTube is more expressive now than ever. We are past the time of the adpocalypse. We are past the time of children. I remember a few years ago when people were talking about Sky Does Minecraft and how he was old, and well, now we're doing that with Dan TDM. So is there any hope for Annoying Orange? only if they pick up their act right. Mainly, as I would say, return back to these two things. The Annoying Orange channel from, the early 2010s to late 2013 period, all the way to, the obvious High Fructose Adventures of Annoying Orange, especially its early episodes. Currently, Annoying Orange, get this, it has 1.6 thousand videos. The 2010s was huge, but maybe we could start fresh for 2022. I mean, it's literally gonna be like the 13th anniversary here in a year, and pretty soon it's actually gonna be the 12th. I just want Annoying Orange back where it wanted to be. Looking back at a franchise which was deemed revolutionary years ago, which now my phone can make, it's obvious that the series did not grow on me. If half of your channel's lifespan is decent, then people will still remember your characters, your channel, even some videos. Hell, actually, when watching all this, I was pretty hyped at the beginning, mainly because it's Orange. Some character which I have not watched in years. From every death to every pun, I think that Annoying Orange should retire. Now, I did take a detour on this, and these are my actual honest opinions, so if you want to skip this reflection segment, fine. To reflect on it, I thought, I think it's time. Especially when you have 1,000 videos under your belt, you should migrate to something larger. I mean, seriously, about 250,000 people watch it. But Jack, why do you think he should retire? Because first of all, he wouldn't get any more money. Now, I have one solution to prove your speculation wrong. Why doesn't Dane Boe hire other directors for videos? It might sound insane at first, but actually doing this makes him have more time on his own personal projects, and he'll only observe stuff. Plus, this could bring a new amount of energy, which we've never seen. I hope that Dane Boe could move on to bigger projects, like maybe focusing on his main channel, or, making a movie, or something larger than Annoying Orange. After observing the orange trope, I have a new synopsis. See, of course we do have the last words ending still, but in the modern orange trope, it's basically removing all the suspense of the classic era. And that's boring. Instead, we're replacing it with more puns instead of instigating a conversation. I'm gonna compare some words and you're not gonna understand it. We the Pears were watching Orange instigate a conversation with the apple. But how about we replace that? We the viewers were watching Dane Boe create content to introduce new outsiders to understand a new type of comedy. Now, to simply explain what I'm talking about is that Orange is different. He is new. Although he may be standing on that counter all day long, he just wants a conversation once in a while. He wants some interaction. But then you got Pear, which watches the whole conversation go on, especially in the original videos, like, just the first episode. But the funniest part about it is that Apple gets annoyed over and over again. We the Pears were watching Orange introduce new things to the apple, but how about we replace Orange with Dane Boe, Pears with us viewers, and the apples as the normies, quote unquote. See, now here's the funniest thing about it. Us Pears turned into the oranges, the apples turned into the pears, and now Dane Boe has turned into an apple himself. Literally, he is trying to hop on every trend. He is trying to be the most serious about it. There is a way to fix it, and Dane Boe could fix himself in the process, but only time will tell. Kind of like the cautionary tale of the Annoying Orange. Basically the dividing line of sanity and insanity, the yin and the yang, peace and chaos, the orange and the apple. Alright, I'm back home, let's go! Well, anyways, you might be a little mad that, the beginning didn't relate to the end, but, as you can see, I could not explain it until the end, until you understood everything. So, I'm going to summarize how the Annoying Orange had risen and fallen. In the 2010s, the Annoying Orange was a comedy staple of the internet, and society praised Dane Boe for his amazing work. But as the series became dry, they started to trend hop,
and appeal to kids, causing them to repeat, making them only famous to kids, making more and more money, causing them to catch their attention by misleading people. After very much repetition and exploitation, they tried to cash in on nostalgia, causing them to damage their brand, which brought untreatable pain to the channel, which caused its downfall. So, do I think that Annoying Orange should discontinue their brand or not? Hell no. Although I have criticized many parts about the modern era of Annoying Orange, they are slowly but surely improving off of their mistakes, and they have their fans as well. But, by the way, time and time again, Annoying Orange gets popular because of one or two things. Say this is a rise again for Annoying Orange, but as you can see by the views of the past and now the present, it's not really on the rise. I honestly hope in the future that Dane Boe and the Annoying Orange team can move on to their own projects, because that would be amazing, even if it involves orange or not. So to explain, the Annoying Orange was a comedic YouTube video which branched off into its own franchise, causing their brand to become more relevant, causing their comedy to go down, which caused their viewership to go down, which caused the channel to go down, causing them to sell out to their brand. That was very anticlimactic, and I'm sorry for it, but I really don't know how to explain the Annoying Orange in the light that it has been. I mean, first of all, it was a product of our time. The humor was different on the internet a decade ago. And yeah, the Annoying Orange can't catch up on the train, failing at every trend they try. And as I know of, Annoying Orange plummeted down. But that's why fans exist. And do you know what fans do? They help and support the creator and its creation. It kind of sheds a tear in my eye. We've kind of solved the internet's greatest mystery of why Annoying Orange still keeps continuing their content. And it's because of the fans. And when the fans are disgusted by the new content, well, who knows? They might not make a thread on Twitter.com explaining why the Annoying Orange has fallen very badly. They actually might take it into their own hands. They might make art of the Annoying Orange because of their creativity. Or who knows? And you know what? They don't cry about it like me. They actually do something. And you know, I appreciate that. And you know what I want to say? Many fandoms, including stuff like the Sonic fandom, SpongeBob fandom, and many more which had been berated with multiple pieces of garbage, did stuff about it. Hell, it can actually make a beautiful masterpiece. For example, many of the reanimated projects which exist online. Or what about the very talented fan games everywhere you see? What I'm trying to say here is that the Annoying Orange has a great fandom. Actually, one of the greatest that I've ever seen. Although I do like the older episodes more than the more recent ones, it's actually very interesting because it's kind of like they're still putting effort into this. And that's beautiful. They're making music, they're doing a lot of things, which still surprises me about a over 10-year-old video series. It's amazing. And that's why I truly love the Annoying Orange. It may not be the hugest thing. It may not be the smallest thing. It may not be the worst thing. It may not be the best thing. But what it has is honestly amazing. This is Jack's normal channel saying goodbye.